German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has vowed to act quickly to resolve the budget crisis after a court ruling created a huge hole in his nearly completed plan for next year. Frankfurt, Germany. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz vowed Friday move quickly fix budget crisis after a court ruling blew huge hole in the nearly completed plan for next year and threatened cut spending on efforts combat and mitigate climate change. Some are asking whether financial support from the federal government that has capped high energy prices can continue or should it be repaid, he said in a video posted on X, formerly known as Twitter. But Scholz said the government was resolute in intention to modernize our country so that we will have strong industry, good jobs and good wages in the future when economy is climate neutral. Scholz's assurances come as a budget crisis threatens to worsen problems in the world's worst performing major advanced economy. The figures released on Friday clearly revealed these problems. Europe's largest economy contracted 0.1 in the July-September quarter as inflation eroded people's willingness to spend. Germany's statistics office said, Germany is the only major economy expected to shrink this year, according to the International Monetary Fund, which predicts a 0.5 decline. Meanwhile, the IFO Institute's closely watched survey of business optimism showed a small increase from 86.9 in October to 87.3 in November, but remained well below the July level, meaning business confidence is still declining. The country's budget crisis raises possibility of spending cuts next year, and economists say it will worsen the challenges facing stagnating German economy. It is struggling to adapt to long-term challenges such as a shortage of skilled workers and the loss of cheap natural gas from Russia after the invasion of Ukraine. A court last week ruled that previous spending violated constitutional limits on deficits, forcing Scholz's government to postpone a final vote on next year's spending plan and look for ways to fill a €60 billion budget gap for this year and next. The country's constitutional court ruled that the government cannot transfer unused funds intended to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 projects, combat climate change and provide aid consumers and businesses affected by high energy costs. The court said the move violated rules in the Constitution that limit new borrowing to 0.35 of annual economic output. The government can go beyond this if there is an emergency it did not create, such as a pandemic. The decision has tied Scholz's contentious three-party coalition into knots as the cabinet struggles to comply and raises uncertainty about which government programs will be cut. Scholz said that while the court decision prohibited expenses in this case, it also confirmed that exceptions to debt rules are allowed in emergency situations. He said the government would continue to pursue its goals of shifting the economy away from fossil fuels.